In the 1920s, the automobile industry was expanding at an incredible pace. As more cars rolled off assembly lines, manufacturers needed vast quantities of high-quality glass for windshields, side windows, and rear windows. This rare factory footage offers a glimpse inside the glass-making process nearly 100 years ago. Glass production began with a carefully measured mixture of raw materials. Sand provided the main ingredient, while soda ash and limestone were added to help create a strong, clear product. Raw materials are gathered using powerful grab bucket cranes. The cranes lift large quantities of material and dump them into hoppers, where the ingredients begin their journey through the processing stages that will eventually transform them into glass. Workers first pour an abrasive slurry onto the polishing table. A large sheet of glass is then carefully placed into position. Several men step onto the glass using their weight to help seat the sheet evenly against the prepared surface. This ensures full contact across the glass before the next stage of grinding or polishing begins. In early glass factories, many operations relied on manual labor and the coordinated effort of multiple workers. Men carefully step across the surface, distributing pressure evenly as the heavy glass settles flat on the support bed for the next step. The massive polishing table is carefully moved into a dedicated finishing section of the factory. Large sheets of glass required careful handling at every stage, as damage or imperfections could ruin the final product. Workers guide the table into position and prepare the equipment for the next operation. The glass must be properly aligned to ensure a consistent finish across its entire surface. As preparations near completion, a large protective gate is lowered around the machine. The barrier helps protect workers from moving parts and abrasive materials used during processing. Once secured, the glass can undergo polishing. After polishing, the large sheet of glass is carefully lifted using an overhead crane. Workers watch closely as the crane slowly raises the heavy sheet and tips it into a vertical position. This stage requires precise control, as the glass must be supported evenly to prevent cracking or damage. Once upright, the sheet is guided across the factory floor toward a specially designed support frame. The frame provides a secure resting place while allowing workers to inspect and prepare the glass for the next stage of production. Handling large sheets in this manner reduced the risk of breakage and made it possible to move finished glass safely through the factory. The combination of cranes, support frames, and skilled workers helped ensure that each sheet maintained its quality as it progressed toward completion. Two men work together to fabricate polishing tools used in the glass finishing shop. First, they press a heated mixture of pine pitch and resin into a round wooden frame, shaping it to a smooth, slightly flexible surface that will hold abrasive compounds. Once the base layer is set, they fill the frame with a slurry of finely ground pumice stone and water, sometimes blended with iron oxide rouge for the final polishing stages, ensuring the working face has consistent cutting action. As the surface begins to cool and firm, they carefully level it with hand tools, removing excess material and correcting any uneven spots. Near the end of the process, they add a covering of heavy canvas or leather, stretched tightly and secured to the rim, which helps distribute pressure evenly when the polisher is later mounted on a rotating arm. The finished tool is then left to cure before use. In smoothing large glass sheets, they check alignment and density carefully, since any imbalance could cause vibration during rotation and damage the glass surface during polishing operations. The tools are then stored to cure fully before use in shop,